Hi folks, and welcome for today's video. As you've seen in the intro, we are going to play with the outdoor acrylics from Arteza, and I have picked myself 4 colors that I want to use for this attempt. This is amethyst, it is tan yellow, it is gold, of course there is gold, and something off-white, kind of creamish color, which is called papaya whip. So nothing exceptional fancy. I know a couple of you might have wondered if I can not just take all of the colors and make one major pour, but we all know I am not that brave. But as this is supposed to be an outdoor thing and I didn't really find something really appropriate to pour it onto, I am going for this piece of plastic. So it is just some random plastic, it is not really thick or stable, it has some scratches already, which might be a good thing to give the paint at least something to grab on. I could prime it with some gesso or something, but I just take it as it is, I think, and see what I can get with it. And after that I got myself this kind of cute pumpkin hat. So I'm going to paint this one as well afterwards to give it a more orange pumpkin color. At the moment it is more like terracotta. It is pretty heavy. You can put a candle in there and put it outside of your terrace. So as Halloween is coming close, this might be something cool as well. And no, I'm not going to pour over this. I can imagine a couple of you would love to see me pour over this, but I'm not such a fan of pouring over random objects. Or I cannot even imagine that this is going to look cool in the end if there's a pour over it. My pour medium is already pre-mixed, so this is acrylic binder, it is PVA glue and some water. I'm just adding the paints in them. Expect them to work as we know it. Pigment wise it looks really promising, so kind of nice. It's a nice Halloween orange. And although this is going to be a more like a Halloween based color palette, I try to stick to my regular one. So kind of dark with some gold and a light color. Actually the only really Halloween color is this one. So the other one is kind of normal for me. So here we go. I've mixed the colors and I added some black for the around the open cup tool thing. I'm going to try this method again just to see what it happens. I added a couple of drops of silicone in each of my paints just to see how this works. Normally I'm not such a fan of silicone anymore and I only use it for smaller projects because it's more controllable there, but we will see. So the colors themselves really mixed well, so like that. The colors themselves of course turned lighter again because my pouring medium is white, so they are going to be more vibrant and colorful when they are dry. And now let's see what we can get as a result. I have no idea. Never tried these paints yet and never tried this method with silicone added. So it might turn out somewhat nice, it might be a mess. We will see. Okay, well, it is colorful. I did not really do a good job in mixing the papaya tone. I do have some clumps of paint in there, so I should have mixed it a bit better. So as you can see here, there was one little thing that made this wonky line. And I do have a couple of things here. So this will be visible in the end when it's dry. Design wise, let's see how it looks when it is dry. But I'm going to torch it just to see how this is going to turn out with the silicone. Well, so far so good. The silicone seems to work with the paints as well. There are a couple of areas which I think might look cool when they are dry. So especially this one here and this here, which I didn't expect to be cool in the beginning because of this wonky line. Yeah, let's have this dried. It again might take a while to dry because there's only one way for the paint to dry, so upwards. Yeah, I think it will take 2 days. So see you back then. Bye bye. And it really took 2 days to dry. So in this stage I already have removed the silicone from it, but it is not yet varnished. So I'm not sure if I'm going to varnish it or not, but I really like how the colors have become in the dry phase. They got darker, of course, as mentioned in the beginning, and the gold really is as shiny as I love the golds to be. So it really is cool. There is no sunlight to show it in sunlight, but I tilted it against the regular light here so you can see the shimmer a bit. I filmed over in close-ups so that you can see the cells, which turned out pretty well. And bottom line, the color palette worked really nicely together. When it comes to the design itself, you know, I'm not so much into cells anymore, but for those of you who love cells, this might be a cool poor look design for you guys. Let me know in the comments what you think about it. It's really a cool thing that you can use them for outdoors. So I could not really test it how UV protected they are. So if they are UV protected, if you can withstand the sun for a bit longer of time, or if they are just as outdoor proof to not chip off objects they are painted on. So I couldn't really test it. But given the fact that they are called outdoor acrylics, they must be a bit safer to use than the indoor acrylics, which might flake off. But nevertheless, they work pretty great as a pour. So when you are living in an area where you always have summer, please give it a try and put it outside in sunlight and let me know what happens. So if the colors are going to fade or if they are stable enough. So if you liked the video, give me a thumbs up, like, subscribe. Materials are linked down below in the video description as always, and my social media links are there, my Etsy is there. Just have a look if you like, and other than that, I hope to see you in my next videos. Have a great day. Bye bye.